Times I was one of those kids who was kind of, TV and movies were the babysitter. And I thought I grew up fine, right? I thought I was doing fine. Until my friends started to point out to me that all of my moods are just the personalities of famous people when I was a kid. Like, let me explain. So, like, whenever I get nervous, I just become Adam Sandler. Like, if I see a pretty girl and I'm like, hi, how are you? And she goes, blows me off. First thing out of my mouth. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying. I thought maybe I could, I don't know, come over here and talk to you. But I was mistaken, okay? Well, like, when I get happy, right, I just be going to, like, this young John Travolta mode. It's like if Publishers Clearinghouse came to my home tomorrow, and I answered the door, and this lady was like, congratulations, Gabriel. I'm Sandy Johnson with Publishers Clearinghouse. You just won $10 million. First thing out of my mouth. Oh, my God, get out of here, no way. You crazy, what are you talking about, Sandy? $10 million. Don't make me laugh. You crazy. Crazy, Sandy. That's got to be great to be an actor, right? I'd love to be an actor. I'm afraid to, like, take that leap, though, to, like, go to Hollywood and just try and make it. Because I feel like I'm too naive still. Like, I still do dumb things, you know? Like, the other day, I dropped a banana that I had just peeled. Now, bear with me. It doesn't sound as bad, but I don't think you understand. The outside protective layer had already been expended. This banana was naked. I started panicking. I was like, oh, no, I wasted a fruit. What am I going to do? This sucks. And I was like, wait a minute, Gabriel, hold on. Just wash the banana. Some of you are ahead of me. Now, I've never given a hand job before, but I'm pretty sure that I was bamboozled by a fruit. And it sucks because I went in so optimistically. I was like, all right, let's fix the situation. Here we go. How do you think I felt? I had to eat the banana afterwards. I mean, at that point, the potassium's just not worth your pride. I ended up having to cut a papaya in half and eat it from the inside out just to feel straight again. For every dumb thing I do, though, I have a friend who does something dumber or says something dumber. How many of you guys have that friend who, when you ask him a yes or no question, he tells you to go for it? I hate that. You know what I'm talking about? They're like, hey, man, can I use your bathroom? He's like, yeah, go for it. Like, I'm going to fail? All right, here I go. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But it's that same kind of friend when you walk out, he's always like, how'd it go in there? Like, I went for it, man. There's pee everywhere, but I went for it. I want to give you guys something to leave here today, right? For your dumb friends. There's two kinds of people in the world. There's the kind of people who listen to lyrics and music and the kind who don't. The people who listen to lyrics, you can tell they're mouthing along to the words, they're singing, they're there. The people who don't, they're just dancing, right? So when you spot that dancer, be a friend, be a stranger, what you got to do, I love doing this, just walk up to them, right, and you go, you know this song's about the Holocaust, right? Then it's up to fate. It's a coin flip, 50-50 chance that if you're lucky, hopefully the next line is just ambiguous enough that you're not proven wrong. Hopefully it's something like, there's no way out. Watch their face, like, oh, no. Yeah. I don't have any kids, but I do have a nephew. I try to be a cool uncle. I was talking to my nephew the other day, and I was like, he's little. I was like, hey, you want to go to the zoo? Let's go to the zoo. He was like, are you crazy? I watch the news. Get out of here. He's like, and don't take me to Disney World either. I wasn't going to say that, but I came with my friend, and she was like, do the Disney World joke. And I was like, no, Audrey, I don't want to do it. She was like, do it. I'll kill you. My friend's an ex-con. No, I'm just kidding. No. No, so I mean, if you think about it, it's interesting. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but the zoo is the only place that you can pay good money to see something and be totally fine with not being able to see it. Like if you and your family are talking, you're like, let's go see the lions. You want to go see the lions? Let's go to the zoo. Let's go see the lions. It's the only reason you go. And you get there and the lion is asleep in its cave. What do? We all do the same thing. We just go, oh, that sucks. Well, I guess we'll just go see the eagles then. That's it. That's all that happens. There's nothing more. That would never work anywhere else. Like if you paid good money to go see the Rolling Stones, and when you got there, some jerk in khakis and a funny hat came out and he was like, oh yeah, no, Mick's not coming out tonight. No, we just fed him. He's all tuckered out. I'm sorry. I mean, you should have been here earlier. He was out here playing with a big ball. It was beautiful. I mean, you should have heard the roar. Let me tell you. There's no way in hell you'd be like, oh, that sucks. Oh, well, I guess I'll just go see the Eagles then. Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen, guys. My nephew knows the Avengers, though, right? We were watching Thor together, and I was like, when they cast Chris Hemsworth to play Thor, he was virtually an unknown actor, and now he is Thor. Like, that's so cool. It would have been so easy to cast any known actor, and we would have accepted it, but it wouldn't have been as good. But, like, who were the options back in 2010? It was like Fabio and Owen Wilson. Can you imagine how terrible Owen Wilson would have been as Thor? Just would have been like, wow, check it out, I'm Thor. This is crazy, this hammer, it's huge. I mean, what am I going to do with all this hammer? I mean, that's just rap. I think it's funny that Mark Wahlberg's doing action movies now. I mean, with that body, yes, right? With that voice, no. Mark Wahlberg sounds like he should be a kindergarten teacher. Have you noticed that? I want you to imagine it with me. Mark Wahlberg teaching a little 5-year-old, right? It's like, hey, bud, how's it going? How's your mom? What, are you playing with blocks? That's awesome. It's nap time, though. I need you to lay down, okay? That sounds way too right, doesn't it? His vernacular is way too liberated, though. It would never work. The moment that kid acts up, he's like, what, are you talking back to me? Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. How's your mom? What are you, 5? I'm 35. I'm a grown-ass man. I'll kill you. Now go lay down, Jeremy, or I'll make you lay down. I'll end with this very, very short story. A couple of years ago, I went to a baseball game with my then girlfriend and her uncle. And beforehand, she goes, hey, I just want to let you know my uncle's a little crazy. So I'm thinking fun, zany, goofy, like Trent Babb, just picturing Trent Babb. All right, bring it on. I love crazy people, No, she meant like crazy. So like, we get to the game and he's just watching it really intently. I'm like, oh, all right. So we leave the game's over. She's like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom, meet you guys to the car. I'm like, okay, fine, I don't think anything of it. So this leads to her uncle and I sitting alone in this quiet car. And just as casually as ever, he looks over at me and he goes, Gabriel, I'm a wizard. And I was like, because what do you say to that, So I was just like, that's cool, no, I am too. And he said, no, just me. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought maybe I could be a wizard too. Thank you guys so much. My name is Gabriel Francisco. That guy's not Gabriel Francisco, but we love him anyway.